Welcome to episode 3 of The Dugout. Thanks again everyone this week for your feedback and comments. Please keep sending me suggestions for matches and clubs to attend. I love hearing all your stories about rivalries and upcoming matches between your local teams and why you think it would be a great game to cover. This week we were at 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗲 Park in Banbridge for a mid-Ulster intermediate A clash between Banbridge Rangers and top of the table Seagoe Football Club. It's fair to say that Banbridge have been more of a cup team this season. Of their 24 matches, 15 of them have been cup ties. They are fresh off a 1-0 loss in the Mid-Ulster Premier Cup final to Crewe United last week. However, the highlight of their cup ties this year was definitely the trip to Solitude in the new year against Cliftonville. A special moment for the club to play against the holders of the Irish Cup, a great day out for their fans, and by all accounts the players did them proud. Seagoe, however, have been flying at the top of the table. 8 games unbeaten, 7 wins in a row. They finished third last season. However, they are currently the best side in the league and will be hoping to finish this season as champions. Now on to the actual game itself. The main plot of this match was penalties. Numerous penalty shouts, 2 that were actually given, and potentially a few more that should have been. This was a very competitive game between two physical sides that struggled to break each other down. With only a few minutes on the clock, referee 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗲 made his first big decision of the afternoon and awarded Banbridge a penalty. Up steps 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗲 to give the home side who had started brightest the lead. Seagoe almost responded instantly, but a great save from 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗍𝗀𝗋 kept the score at 1-0. With Seagoe hunting for an equaliser, Banbridge then broke themselves, but a fantastic recovery tackle from 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗍𝗀𝗋 denied the goal scoring opportunity. The away side didn't take long to respond. A loose ball was pounced onto by Morgan Smith, who was too strong for defender Daniel Brown. The incoming Mark McCullough's lunging tackle was given as a penalty by the referee and a yellow card for the Banbridge centre back. McCullough has had a fine season and was highlighted as a player to watch before the game. An old school aggressive centre back, but I don't think he can have many complaints about that one. Rhys Calvert converted the penalty to make it 1-1 for his 4th goal of the season in only 6 games. A player that has not played much in recent years but has always scored goals at a high level. He could be an important player for Seagoe for the second half of the season. Another important player for Seagoe is young keeper Jack Johnson, who has 2 clean sheets in his last 2 games. He made the save of the game from this free kick, but then followed 2 moments of madness. Banbridge got themselves back into the game after the equaliser, and strikers Mallon and McCrum proved to be a handful for the Seagoe defence all afternoon. The first attempt at goal went narrowly wide after Johnson was caught in no man's land. Mallon then nearly got his 2nd of the game as he pounced onto a stray clearance from Johnson. However, the keeper done well to recover and make the save. Seagoe then began to create a few chances of their own. Young right back Daniel Brown, who was beaten to the ball before the Seagoe penalty, recovered well in the game. He had a fine match after that setback and kept his side in it with this block and clearance. Mark McCullough then had some redemption himself for giving away the penalty, and in a similar situation timed his tackle perfectly to stop the attack. The second half began with 2 big decisions from the referee. A yellow card to Mallon for a dive, and a 2nd yellow for Mark McCullough, who in a moment of madness handled the ball in the middle of the pitch. This was a disappointing moment for Banbridge as they had started the half well. They now had to see out the remaining half an hour with only 10 men. Next came a flurry of opportunities for Seagoe, who had the man advantage. A couple of subs for Banbridge and a change in formation saw them dig in and try and protect the draw. Seagoe were denied 2 penalty shouts by the referee, and on another day they may have got at least one of them. But truth be told, Seagoe will be disappointed with the chances they created against the 10-man Banbridge. It was a real team performance by Banbridge in the last moments of the game, and their management team can take positive in how they performed under the pressure. One more clear-cut chance was missed by Seagoe, but other than that they struggled to break down the resolute Rangers. The man of the match for me was 𝗘𝗽𝗶𝘀𝗀𝗍𝗀𝗋. Other than his first half goal, he was everywhere for Banbridge. He led the line brilliantly. The absence of top goal scorer Ethan Copes was maybe felt with some of the half chances they created, but Mallon's work rate, hold up play and determination was exceptional, especially when the team went down to 10 men. As the game was coming to an end, he single-handedly carved 2 chances out of nothing, as Banbridge finished the game the strongest. On another day, this free kick may have found a top corner in the last minute of the game, but overall, a draw was probably a fair result for both sides. Overall, I would say Seagoe would be disappointed that they didn't take advantage of playing against 10 men for half an hour, but at the end of the season they may look back at this as a vital point gained away from home in their push for the title. Banbridge will also be disappointed not to come away with the win after creating the better chances even with 10 men. With 11 on the field, I'm sure they will have thought they may have won it. A decent result against the favourites for the title. They will now want to push on themselves and get a good run of fixtures in the league, as they prove they can go toe to toe with the sides at the top of the table. But of course, their next game is another cup match. Thanks again for watching, and make sure you're following me on Facebook because I'm going to be doing a wee giveaway for my followers in the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye on that as well. Thanks again.